all, my name is tawess, and this is, once again, Forza. And, well, has the internet done a thing again? You know what? Let's have my take on the big elephant in the room. None of these things are elephants. But it is that entire thing of... Nice. The crates. And the fact that people are probably rightfully so jumping to some conclusions about that.
These top-tier sport compacts cram big performance into a small space. Built by manufacturers...
Yeah. You're boring! Anyway, so yeah, this game has crates. And currently you can only buy crates with in-game money, which is kind of... Well, Homestead. That's interesting. So yeah, as I said, I was about to say, there is no doubt in my mind that Forza 7 has been monetized to the fucking living shit of it. You have the crates, for example, and the crates are... they're not good. Because there's a lot of stuff in there that used to be in the game. And adding to that, you have the whole exclusive car thing. You can get through crates, and you have the exclusive drivatar looks that you can only get through crates, and quite honestly no one actually wants those, but, you know, the Pokemon mentality will set in. So, hello, my cloned cousin of a cousin. Yeah, so basically, we are going to have monetization in this game. Microtransactions up the fucking wazoo. Because it makes money. And well, as long as people pay for it, they're stupid not to do it. Now, of course, that is sad. And I have seen some rather incorrect reports saying that you don't get anything for upping drivatar level, the AI difficulty. And that, I think, is actually incorrect, because I'm pretty sure you actually do that. But that is a drop in the ocean compared to the thing you used to get by upping other difficulties. Like, for example, your assists and stuff like that. Oh, rain. Wonderful. But here's the thing. The core game is still very playable without microtransactions. And what I think is completely shit that they put it done with the mod system, in a way. Because that wasn't really needed. Oh god damn it, I hate when I do that. See, almost an entire race without using that fucking thing. Yeah. Because the mod system could have been done so much better. There's no need to do what they did for that. Same, quite honestly, with the car crates. I mean, I understand locking away some of the more high-end exotic things in some way, making them really desirable, but at the same time, there is no need to do that, per se. It's not like Forza 7 wouldn't sell well. It would goddamn sell like a goddamn king. It's the current de facto king of sim-ish racing. And it's the Zlatan Ibrahimovic of racing games. But again, they had to tell their investors they were going to do it, because otherwise the investors would have asked, why in the name of all things holy didn't you do this? This is not going very well, is it? And they would have been like, well, you know, we really did like to give our customers a premium experience. And the investors would have been like, fuck premium experiences, they're getting a fucking game. It's like, yeah, you have a point there. That's slick by him. And we're going a bit sideways because, oh, it's slippery right now. And then of course there's a problem between gamers and casuals. I'm not going to use casual as a derogatory term, no. You should literally mean people who don't play games as anything outside of light recreation. Not recreation, recreation. Gamers, we have the time, for most part of it, to dedicate to really earning our things in game. Same with anything. I mean, I'm a hobbyist, wargaming hobbyist, and there are a lot of people in that hobby who do not want to paint their models because they feel that it's difficult, it takes a lot of time and requires some actual skill. A skill you can easily acquire by just putting some time in, but they don't have the time to put in. So they prefer to get pre-painted models. Nothing really wrong with that. Same here, you have people who want to have access to all the cars. They're like, we want this because we don't have the time to grind for weeks. Weeks is overstatement, but yeah, to get the cars. We want them now because we bought the goddamn game. And these people want to have a shortcut to get in their cars, and they're willing to pay money for it. Lots of money. And then we have people who like to actually play the game, like a hobby in its own right. And they want to have a challenge and something to strive towards, like getting cars. They want to work for their cars, but not work too much. And right now, a lot of people feel it's going to be too much grinding to promote the quick and easy access of buying crates for tokens, or whatever the heck they want to call them. And I can understand that feeling. I mean, when you're as a company, I guess, are stuck between two impossible choices, and there's no way to actually please everyone, I would guess they go with the one who makes the most money. Until them, and oh my Jesus Christ, I'm gonna push you into the fucking wall. Yeah, make the most money, and as long as that is microtransactions, guess what will actually, this is not good at all, guess what they will pick. They go like, well, we're gonna microtransaction delivering shit at this, until such a point where the customer base just goes, fuck you. That has so far not happened. And I think we might be able to change this attitude. But you also have to remember that the generation that takes over after... I really have to focus on racing for a while. But people who take over after us, and us, I mean the generation of 30s right now, is a generation brought up on mobile free-to-play games. They have never really had a experience outside of microtransactions. And to be quite honest, microtransactions is going back to the gaming roots. I said it before, I said it again. You will end up with going all the way back to arcades, which were the quintessential microtransaction, because they were putting a quarter in to play a game. You pay per life, and that, if that's not microtransaction, I don't know what that is. And the games were, trust me, designed to make you put as many quarters in as you could. So the idea is not new, not even within gaming. It's actually one of the oldest ideas within gaming. So I don't think we're gonna win the fight like that. We can see a more balanced use of it, because right now it's not particularly balanced. It is actually rather shitty. Get out of my way. And depending on how the whole crate situation will end up, we'll see. I'm not gonna hold my breath because it turned out good, but you know, then again, it might. Game's still good though. The core game, the racing game inside it is still good, and while I might ease up a bit on the whole, oh, that's gonna hurt. Almost made a race without using that feature. But yeah, so immediately it was gonna end badly. There you go. That's a lot smoother. The core game is good enough for me to not feel like I'm gonna have my entire experience ruined by that. We're gonna back off a bit of Forza though. At least when it comes to videos, because a week solid of Forza is a bit too much Forza. I got a lot to do with racing on the side now, off camera. Build up some money, do some more fun themed videos, because let's be honest, watching people go through the, I don't know, cup mode is, I think it's about as interesting as it gets. And I'm not big enough for that to actually be any point in that. Now if I could get past these windy pants, because fuck getting past the other guy. Oh, actually I might actually do that. Not saying too much. If I can do a few more turns like that. But yeah. So there will be a few more other videos now, some other things I have lined up. Some of them are not even video game related, but more actually video related but not video game stuff. Because it's realized this is not exactly going much away anyway. Oh, that was smooth. I actually passed them, that's nice. And I'll drop back into Forza every now and then, especially looking forward to see what the future holds expansion-wise. And go through some of the more extreme cars like the hoonigan cars and the Fast and Furious cars. Because those are nice looking things. Anyway, that is what we'll do for now. And of course, once microtransaction comes in, we have to talk about that. And look into how that turns out. And if it is good, bad, passable. I don't know. I have a feeling it won't be good, but if we're lucky, we made our voices known loud enough that they will actually consider... Oh god, the car looks like shit. Consider easing off on it. Now I can understand why they did what they did with the VIP thing though. I don't agree with it, I think it's a shit move. Because if someone willing to fork up that much money for your game, you should give them a little bit of love. And while the Forza Edition cars we got with it, that come with it, was pretty nice, I mean, it's still a shitty thing to do. And I think there would have been a better middle ground, to be quite honest, if they would have given the VIP people a stipend, sort of, just let's say 4 months 5 users a month, something like that, or 5, even if they're feeling generous. Because then it would have given people a sense that a less of a sense of finality, but they want us to grind. That is undoubtedly so, and I can't say I necessarily blame them. A permanent 25% boost to income is a lot of boost to income. There is no denying that. And it does make the game shorter for intents and purposes. But I don't think it was a good idea to take it away. People tend to get touchy, things like that. And while I do really congratulate on not having a overdone collector's edition, especially not the physical one, in this game seems to abhor physical products. But yeah, still, it was a very expensive edition, and well, it didn't give all that much to people. So, yeah. Having given this something that they get each month, for as long as the game is alive, that would have been nice. It would have been a good gesture, like, yeah, we know we fuck you over, but at least we're gentle about it. Now instead people are just angry. Like, really angry. Well, some people are angry about it. Just say, not everyone. But some people are actually gleeful about it. Being like, oh, they paid all that money and they get anything for it. But that's not a good attitude to have. Not only is that kind of dickish move to begin with, it makes a small person. So anyway, should start with, right now you have 5 mods with 5 users each, that gives double the amount of money. And once those are gone... Oh yeah, this went well. Let's see if we can actually run this back. Get back up to at least 2nd position. Again, I lost concentration completely there. I was thinking about something else and forgot the corner entirely. Well, that's life, I guess. Now we're gonna fight our way back. In 1 lap to do it. This will be interesting. We're not gonna catch number 1 now. We might catch up to... number 2 if we're lucky. Oh, you are not in the right place for that, my friend. Not in the right place at all. That was my corner. That was my chance. Oh well. Oh, we got another corner coming up here. We can actually do something. So let's hug the inside line and then power out. And maybe we can catch up number 2 here. I don't think so, but we can try. Yeah. So, gone. To get some other perks, as I said, but it's not much. And the game's expensive at that level. The game's expensive at any level, but... Again, it's about appearance versus the value proposition, put it like that. The appearance of value contra actual value. And as long as the appearance of value is at a satisfactory level, people will not complain. Oh, can we power? Can we power it? Can we power it? Oh, we could power it. Oh, it's gonna be so close if you do. It's gonna be so close if we do. Oh, yes, we did. Woo-hoo-hoo. Now we'll probably slide into something a bit more Halloween themed over the continued month, because, well, heck, why not? It's October, and, well, as far as I'm concerned, Halloween is my kind of thing. Among other things we're gonna do also, it's well, some Overwatch. Definitely, we are going to definitely talk about BlizzCon and whatever they reveal there, because I think it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I think maybe. Who knows? Beyond that, I don't know really what we're gonna do. And this impacts now that I have actually reached a point where I said that if the channel hadn't started to take off, and it hasn't, I would definitely look at perhaps just stopping. The idea has struck me. There's not much point in continuing to making a channel that nobody watches. But on the other hand, who knows? Yeah, I know, that was bad of me. Again, I'm definitely thinking of something else. Ouch! Ouch! Jeez. That didn't turn out well for you, did it? So let's see what I'll do. Maybe do something else. I'm definitely gonna do some nice... oh, damn it! What was that? I have no idea. That curb really grabbed you. So then we do look at some 3D printing. We're going to play some Overwatch, of course. Just maybe find some nice small horror games to play. I don't know. Just gonna have fun while moving into November, at which is the point we will... God, these turns, they're killing me. At what point I think we'll slowly start migrating towards either sunsetting it or... well... oh... that was pretty upsetting thought, because I completely messed that turn up. This is not going well at all. Now, let's try and focus for once. Yeah. As I said, the idea of sunset the channel has come up once or twice. Just leave it as it is. Let it simmer in its own uselessness. And wait for it to just die down on its own. Maybe upload a video here and there if something fun happens. I don't know. There's these sort of things you have to consider when you have an average of about 7 views a week. I mean, not proud of it. I mean, yeah, it looks like the channel has more, but that is because I have a really old video laying in the bottom just pulling views up. Those views do really nothing for me because it's a passive thing. It's not something I can capitalize on. Yeah, so I have to look into what we can do. Any advice is welcome, after all. Not that I think I can get any advice, but any advice is welcome. Unless you're a spam bot. Spam bots tend to get the boot to the loot. Because I don't need spam bots. I'm enough of a spam bot myself as it is. Actually not a spam bot, but you know how it is. So, anyway, as I said, we'll try to diversify a bit before we sunset things. I don't like sunset things. Yeah, we're gonna actually have to reverse that one because I'm too close to actually repair that mistake. Sorry, I really did try to do a race without reversing, but that was way too annoying. That was painful. Not graceful at all. But we made it up into second place and, well, I'll take that. Because, you know, this race went much for the position I was supposed to be in. Now, unlike many, I'm not particularly bitter about the lack of viewers. I'm not really in this for the views per se. It's fun to have, would have been fun to have views, like 1,000, 2,000 views on video, it would have been fun. But it's also a way for me to just keep some basic editing skills fresh. Just maintaining a basic quick workflow editing basic video. Because most of my videos are fairly basic. Sharp cuts, some effects, minor balancing if needed. I mean, that is all I do. That's all I need for this. And this is basically... Alright, that was perhaps a bit too aggressive. I went through there a bit more than I intended to do. I intend to do like this. That's what I intended to do. Because this is a video game. There's no repercussions for doing that. Oh, I'm gonna scrape you off the wall like a fly. Ooh, God, I hate city circuits. Again, some point we're gonna reach a level where I can drive clean. But that has to be off camera for now. That actually worked out surprisingly well. A lot better than I thought it would. Oh, it's this. I know that corner. That corner I know. Anyway. I see a lot of change coming onto YouTube now. There's a lot of things people are angry about, and there's a lot of the old is a relative term, but the older gaming YouTubers starting to actually live a proper life rather than being dedicated to YouTube. It makes me happy. Because I'm always worried when people are like, oh, I do this 365, 24/7, every day, every time. I mean, vacation people, it's a good thing, and I know YouTube doesn't really like you taking vacations, but it's still a good thing to have. Good thing to do some other things every now and then. I mean, no, regular working stiff. So I get my weeks of vacation in once a year, or twice a year, depending on how I split them up. And then that's it. I mean, I would love some ways to be able to have a career where I work creatively every day. But at the same... Oh god, the track annoys the living shit out of me. That's better. They do lock together, and that's annoying. I mean, part of that might be actually being Swedish, where you have pretty much a state mandate. The government pretty much says we have to take vacation each year, whether we like it or not. Of course, it's not. There's no not liking it because we get paid for it. Well, you have a lot of paid vacation. That's nice. But at the same time, I understand these. There's a lot of people who can't take weekend adaptation for several reasons. Self-employed people, for example, very difficult to try and get a vacation because, well, you need to be able to have your shit doing things. Oh, almost overtook him. That's kind of nice, actually. But yeah. So nice. I'm glad to see they're starting to actually take care of themselves, not only their career. Oh, there's 3 laps. Ah, that could have been really embarrassing. And that will take you. And I almost get this sort of teary-eyed and they're like, oh, I'm going to have to take a break for a while. It's like, break, take it, you'll need it. Like, life will otherwise fuck you over in no uncertain way. Oh, that hurt. That hurt right in the car parts. This is actually one of these tracks where keeping a proper race line is sort of important. Because otherwise you will end up in the wall. Now I could of course go the cheap route, just go become a drama sensation channel, but I don't want that. Who would want that? I mean, that toxicity has to get to you after a while. No, this race is lost anyway. There's no point in not reversing here, because... rewinding here, because... there's no unrewinding the other rewinds I've made. So, you know what? Screw that. Nah, simply, we'll see. I mean, change, they say, is good in many ways. And I'm curious to see what YouTube and the whole creator community turns into, because, as Kevin Smith said once, now is the age of the true independence. The people are not beholden to anyone. And in a way, he's right. There's never been easier to get your content out there. But the competition has also never been higher. Or, for that matter, stronger. We're simply seeing an insane amount of creativity going around. And that's good. We just need to find a better outlet for it, because YouTube has really grown too big for its own britches. And that's sad. That does actually feel kind of sad. But, for all intents and purposes, we are going to live through that change. As with gaming, as with the loot craze, as with YouTube, things change. Now, I probably change too. We all do change over time. And, well, moving into October, perhaps reflecting on one's life is a good thing to do. Seeing how it is the month of remembering those who have passed before us. That was a dark note to end on. As I said, Forza, taking a slight break from now. Going to record a few things that things are funny, but by and large, going on a break for now. Coming back in a few weeks perhaps, unless some miraculously amount of people just want me to do it. I don't know where those people will come from, so it's very unlikely. But it's still a fun game. Loot crates or not, it's still a fun game. And I do enjoy it, so I'm gonna play it more off camera. Coming up next, I would guess, is, well, this video. And maybe a video or two of 3D printing stuff. And then, next week, I guess we get into a bit of Overwatch, with the return of the Junkenstein's Revenge event and all the stuff surrounding that. Been a while now. See if I can get my brother to join in on that one. He owns the game now too, and having another person with you when you play the game is good. we'll see. For now, if you enjoy this kind of content, hit that like button. And if you care about me, like I care about you, subscribe. Until next time, stay safe, be kind, and play fair. Bye.